Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel for my second ever Hot Toys preview video of a figure. On today's video, we are now going to be doing Wanda Maximoff, also known as the Scarlet Witch. This is the second announcement that Hot Toys announced a couple of days ago, along with Spider-Man the Spider-Man 3 black suit figure, which we previewed on my last video. But now we are going to be previewing Wanda. I'll be honest with you guys, the Spider-Man 3 announcement, that was very surprising. To me, the Wanda announcement was even more shocking, and the reason why I say that is because, number one, the timing just looks weird to me, but also we just got a figure from the series WandaVision, and then we're about to get a second one from the Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness movie. So I'm surprised that they're doing another one. But now, at the same time, I am not going to complain. I am a big Wanda fan. I love the figure. I love how it looks. I love all of the details and accessories that the figure has. And what I mean by that, I mean the Wanda that I got from the series with Vision. So this is not a complaint, right? It's just kind of surprising, right, that this happened. But they did actually an Artisan edition. I hope that I'm pronouncing that correctly, which is with the new implemented hair. And if I'm not mistaken, this is the fourth figure that they do this with. I believe the first one was Wonder Woman, which unfortunately I was not able to get. Hopefully we get that figure in the future, and I will gladly review it here with you guys. The second one was the Joker from the Dark Knight movie, and then which is the Heath Ledger Joker, and then the third one was Anakin Skywalker from Revenge of the Sith. So this to me is the fourth figure, if I'm not mistaken. Again, please correct me if I'm wrong, guys, and I am sorry if I am. But either way, let's go ahead and start with the preview. So we're first going to go ahead and do the Artisan edition. We start with the first image. She looks great. She looks phenomenal. This is off of Avengers Endgame, so we are obviously going to get this red coat. We get pretty much these magic pieces, which look really fantastic. They look so good on her. The clothing on her looks great. The face sculpture, well, it's good, but not great, and I'll get into that as to why I can't say it's great. This is going to be a Hot Toys exclusive figure, just like the other three Artisan editions. So very unfortunate about that. We are going to be we're gonna have to be very fast to order this figure, because it does sell out really fast. And again, Wanda is a very famous character, so I do expect her to be sold out really fast. I believe some companies have already started to started to sell her. Sideshow Collectibles isn't one of them. They haven't they already announced that it's coming soon, but they haven't really put it up for pre-order, right? I think right now you can RSVP and just wait for their email, so that way you guys are aware when the figure will be ready to purchase. But for now, again, this base looks absolutely amazing. It looks really, really good to me. What it represents, guys, is the battle scene against Thanos whenever she is breaking off the Earth to go ahead and fight him. It looks phenomenal. The red magic pieces look absolutely great, and she's got the regular magic pieces that come with the other figures, so she looks really, really good. The base, it's absolutely amazing. I cannot tell you guys how good it looks. There she is again, as we see her face. So I have no issues with her facial expression. It does look like Elizabeth Olsen, but I'll be honest with you guys, this face sculpture looks just a tiny bit worse than the one that I saw from Multiverse of Madness. Again, it's not bad because I can tell it's Elizabeth Olsen. But again, it's not perfect, right? Again, it looks like Elizabeth Olsen. I know it's her, right? But there's just something that seems off. Maybe her skin tone is too pale. Her forehead does look really big, and the way that the hair connects to her doesn't seem to be very natural. It does make it seem like too much like it's a wig. Now, again, I do want to remind you guys, this is just a preview, so things are subject to change. Some things might improve. It will depend when this figure is going to be released to us. For example, with Wonder Woman, I believe that she was ready to be purchased a couple of months ago, and some of you guys have already received her, right? So maybe this is going to be the same thing with her. We'll see then. But again, that's probably my only small issue. It's not really a complaint because she still looks really good. And then the hair as well, guys. Maybe it's the lighting, maybe it's the darkness that the movie displayed, but it feels too light of an orange for me. Obviously, I know it is orange in the movie, but the orange seemed a little bit darker, not as light as it is right now. So again, kind of a small issue, but again, hopefully you guys can correct me if I'm mistaken. Maybe I am looking at this a little bit wrong, so please correct me if I'm wrong. Feel free to leave a comment in the video if you guys think otherwise. Here we get a closer look to her. We can obviously tell these are going to be rolling eyeballs, just like the previous figures that we've been previewing. Well, actually we've only previewed one, right? But you guys get my point. But again, once again, the connection of the hair to the face just seems a little off, and her forehead just looks massive, in my personal opinion. The face tone color feels a little bit too light as well, and too pale. But again, maybe they'll work on that. Maybe I'm looking at this a little bit too wrong. She does look really good either way. The suit and the clothing look phenomenal as well, so no issues there whatsoever. Of course, they announced the separate rolling eyeballs, which we just touched earlier. I have no issues there whatsoever. The eyes do look good, and I do love her facial expression. She's got this mean, mad look, as obviously she was still upset about Vision's death, and she fought Thanos that way, so I have no issues with her expression. Next image with the base again and the magic pieces, as I mentioned before. I love the base. Looks phenomenal. Looks great. Gives her a lot of detailing, and just gives this figure a whole new meaning. So I love that about this figure. There she is again posing, and these magic pieces do seem to be very different from the ones that I got from the WandaVision figure. I haven't received the one yet from Multiverse of Madness. If I'm not mistaken, they haven't announced that one yet to be released. So these magic pieces do feel a little bit different than from the ones that I got. So no issues there whatsoever. There she is again, floating in the air. Again, the pose, the figure itself, the body sculpture looks great. Have no issues whatsoever with this figure. Again, the only, I guess, small issues are the face sculpture. Again, it's not perfect to me, but it's not ugly at all. Again, there aren't too big of an issue that I have with the figure itself. There she is again, this time without the redness lighting. Again, no issues. Looks great. Again, different posures. Again, as always mentioned, with these figures, we do have a lot of options when it comes to posing them. So, very excited about that. There she is again, and then there it is with a red effect that Hot Toys decided to add to the imagery. So it makes her look a lot better than what she already is. If you guys want to, we can go ahead and fast forward to the last image, which is going to show pretty much all the things that it comes with. Oh, by the way, yes, wanted to mention that before I forget, it is going to come with the luminous reflective effect, which pretty much, if you guys put I think a flashlight close to her eyes will turn red, which is so cool and so awesome. And to be honest with you guys, I did not realize that whenever I reviewed with you guys the Wanda figure from WandaVision, and I am very, very sorry about that. But well, thankfully now I know that, so once I get my figure from Multiverse of Madness and this one as well, I will definitely display that and show you guys how it works. So just wanted to let you know that it does come included with this figure, as you guys can see here. And it even says here on the right here, it says prototype shown, final product may be slightly different. So again, always be aware about that, guys, that this isn't the final product. Things are subject to change, not just for this figure, but for any figure that Hot Toys announces. So we'll see how it looks once it is released. Again, hopefully they change the hair color, not the piece. I'm glad that they're doing the Artisan edition. I think it's a great idea. It just pretty much a different thing that Hot Toys is trying, but I do think it's a little bit too light, the orange that they did on her. The base, as I mentioned before, guys, this is absolutely beautiful. As you guys can see, the red here, the lighting on it looks great. I would assume it's going to include batteries, and it does say right here 2 LED lighting modes, diorama base. So very excited to see what they mean by that and how this is going to work. It is really huge, and it is just so awesome. Again, it's describing that scene, that fight scene against Thanos in the end of the Endgame movie, and it just looks so good. This is one of the best bases I've ever seen, and I'm glad that Hot Toys is deciding to do this. Again, I don't hate the hexagonal bases, but I feel like at some point we need a change, right? We need bases to be kind of exactly as I guess as the figure is, so kind of make it as the figure is, right? This, for example, this base, it's directly connected to Wanda, right? It's not connected to any other figure. It's just Wanda's base. So I'm glad that they did this one for her. And then the final image, we pretty much have the figure on its own with every single detail. There is no deluxe version. Pretty much the deluxe version, I guess, would be the Artisan edition, but everything comes with it. The magic pieces, again, these are going to be different magic pieces compared to the ones that I had from the other movie. These are regular, and then different hand pieces, the luminous reflective effect, her wool hair implementation, which they mentioned with the Artisan edition, the lighting mode diorama base, which I am very excited to see, and in my personal opinion is the best part of the figure. Of course, the separate rolling eyeballs, and that's pretty much it. Again, as I mentioned before, very surprised that they announced this figure at this time. Who knows, maybe Marvel has an announcement for us that we might not know, but the figure is absolutely great. Have no issues with her whatsoever, just pretty much the face. It's not perfect, but it's still really good. I would say on a scale from 1 to 10, the face is probably a 7 or an 8, so not ugly at all. The difference with the normal version, so this is going to be just the normal version. As you guys can see, the hair is just it's not artisan. It's the pretty much the normal hair pieces that Hot Toys does for the figures. So obviously the pricing will be different, and at this point it's up to you guys to see what you guys will prefer, right? The regular version with the regular piece, it's not exclusive, so this thing will be pretty much available to pre-order at any time. Only the Artisan edition is going to be exclusive, so we're gonna have to be very quick on that to order it so that we can get our own, right? For this one, we can go ahead and skip to the final image, just so that you guys can see the differences. And there she is right there. And to be honest with you guys, I'm not sure if it's just me, but the face sculpture even looks different for this one. She looks a little different compared to the Artisan edition. It looks a little bit more meaner. Her forehead looks even bigger, but I'm not sure if it's just the hair piece, right, that's making this figure look different. But that's probably the only thing that changes, right? Everything else stays the same. The magic pieces, the luminous effect, the base, her body, the suit, everything else stays the same. So the only difference will be the hair and the headpiece. So at that point, it is up to you guys to decide what you guys prefer. So that's pretty much it for this figure, guys. I wanted to also preview Wanda. I am a big fan of hers, so very excited that they're announcing this. Shocking as far as the timing, but still no complaints. Very happy about this one, and we'll definitely be purchasing it as soon as Sideshow announces it for pre-order. But for now, this is going to be it for my second preview video. Want to remind you guys that I am on TikTok and Instagram, so feel free to check out my links for that, so that you guys can see more images and videos that I post on a daily basis. I want to thank you once again for supporting the channel. Thank you so much for supporting me. We are so close to 200 subscribers, so very excited about that. If it is the first time that you are watching me, feel free to subscribe and hit the notifications bell for more videos like this. Remember that I do previews as well as unboxing and reviews. So for now, guys, this is going to be it. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you next time.